Welcome to World Knowledge Channel, ladies and gentlemen. As we all know about the ancient pharaoh, Ramesses II, also known as Ramesses the Great, was the third pharaoh of the 19th dynasty in Egyptian history. According to documents left behind, he is recognized as one of the greatest, most powerful and most praised pharaohs in history. With many glorious victories and monumental works. Let's find out through this video. Egypt's Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities said it had excavated fragments of the statue of Pharaoh Ramses II at a sun temple near Cairo. Hatshepsut caused a lot of controversy in ancient Egypt, but most of the documents written about her were destroyed by her contemporaries. That is the mystery of origin. Nefertiti in ancient Egyptian means, coming of beauty. There is some evidence that she came from the town of Akhmim, and was also the daughter or granddaughter of the court official A. However, there is also a theory that she was born abroad. But no matter what, her reputation, beauty and strength are still a difficult problem for most researchers. The exact date of Queen Nefertiti's marriage to Emperor Amenhotep III's son, the future Egyptian pharaoh Amenhotep IV, is unclear. Many believe that the queen got married at the age of 15, before Prince Akhenaten inherited the throne. Together they ruled the country between 1353 to 1336 BC. They have 6 daughters. According to speculation, she may also have a son. On ancient bas-reliefs depicting the couple and the daughter, the king and queen are always linked like a shadow. They often rode together, even kissed publicly. This is a romantic and emotional image rarely seen in depictions of the pharaoh in ancient times. A limestone altar depicting Pharaoh Akhenaten, Queen Nefertiti and her 3 daughters, dated 1350 BC. And the ancient kingdom of Mitanni. The kingdom of Mitanni was founded by the Indo-Iranians in Mesopotamia and Syria. It existed between 1500 to 1300 BC in northern Syria and southeast Anatolia. The kingdom of Mitanni was once a powerful empire. In 1350 BC, Mitanni was included in the Club of Great Powers, along with Egypt, the Hittite kingdom, Babylon and even Assyria. The population of the Mitanni Empire was largely Hurrian, but Indo-European warriors were the ruling class. All these warriors worshipped the gods of Vedic culture, and called themselves Marianu. According to legend, the first king who founded Mitanni was Kurta. And it flourished under the reign of King Shaustata. In the early years, Mitanni struggled with Egypt for control of Syria. After that, Mitanni made peace and established an alliance with Egypt. In the early 14th century BC, Mitanni's relations with Egypt were very good and King Shutana married Princess Gilakhepa to the 18th dynasty pharaoh of Egypt Amenhotep III, ruled 1388 to 1351 BC. After Shutana's death, Mitanni underwent many changes. The last king of Mitanni was Tushratta, died 1360 BC, who was defeated by the Hittite king Suppiluliuma I. Ramesses II, also known as Ramesses the Great, was the third pharaoh of the 19th dynasty in Egyptian history. According to documents, he is recognized as one of the greatest, most powerful and most praised pharaohs in history with many glorious victories and monumental works. Like Alexander the Great, the path of Pharaoh Ramesses II was also paved by his predecessors. King Ramesses II's grandfather, Ramesses I, protected the royal family thanks to his incredible military power. While his father, King Seti I, after coming to power, continuously increased the kingdom's wealth through stone mines and protected Egypt's northern border from the Hittites. and Ramesses II is considered one of the great military generals. Coming to power when he was only 14 years old, King Ramesses II immediately faced an attack from the Hittites to take over the land of present-day Syria. But with his ingenuity, Ramesses II still won a glorious victory in the Battle of Kadesh. In 1259 BC, Ramesses signed a peace treaty with the Hittites. This is the earliest peace treaty in history still preserved today. The stele engraved with the first peace treaty in human history is still preserved to this day. 2 copies of this peace treaty, one in hieroglyphics engraved on a stele at Karnak Temple and one engraved on a clay stele found in Turkey. According to National Geographic, the digitized version of this famous peace treaty is currently on display at the United Nations headquarters in New York, USA. Not just a talented military general, Pharaoh Ramesses II was also a great architect. Very admirable. He and his father, King Seti I, built the capital Thebes to become a sacred spiritual city for the Egyptians. Here there is Karnak Temple, which is considered the sacred place where god Amun, the greatest and most revered god, was born. This temple with stone columns more than 50 meters high, each column 6 meters in diameter, beautifully and sharply carved, is considered one of the largest vestibules in ancient times. Karnak Temple has for many generations been the place where the extremely important Opet festival of the pharaohs took place. With tall stone pillars at the Karnak Temple complex built by King Ramesses II. After his father died, King Ramesses II immediately has begun to build new temples on a very large and massive scale. In it, with the great temple of Abu Simbel in the land of the hostile Nubians. And the most prominent feature of this temple also worships the god Amun with 4 towering statues of this powerful pharaoh over 60 meters high right outside. Currently, UNESCO is still trying to preserve these 1,000-year-old statues by moving them to higher ground to avoid storms and landslides. The remaining temple of King Ramesses to this day is also considered the largest outdoor museum in the world. Very wonderful. This place has attracted millions of tourists to visit and learn about this place. Every year, in 1974, the mummy of Pharaoh Ramesses II was brought to Paris for preservation because archaeologists noticed that the mummy's condition was gradually deteriorating due to an attack of mold. In 1974, Ramesses II's mummy was transferred to France to be treated for mold. A French military plane was dispatched to transport the remains of this powerful pharaoh from the Cairo Museum in Egypt to Paris. According to a document published in the New York Times in 1976, the French government at that time sent an unprecedentedly large military parade, Garde Républicaine, to welcome his mummy. Later, when mentioning Pharaoh, everyone saw him as a talented hero. In Egypt, the pharaohs were the embodiment of supreme power on earth. And they are always known for their wealth, strength and mysterious lives. And this is the information that tells us about Pharaoh. If you find the video useful, please share to let more people know and subscribe to the channel. Like and have any questions, please leave your comments below. Thank you for your attention. Hello and see you in the next video.